Imagine walking into a grand hotel, expecting warmth and hospitality, only to be judged by your appearance and turned away. Shocking, right? This isn't just a fictional scenario, but a true story that reveals the depths of prejudice and the power of kindness. What if I told you that the old man dismissed so coldly was actually the owner of the entire establishment? Intrigued? You should be. This tale isn't just about mistaken identity. It's about the surprising twists of fate that remind us never to judge a book by its cover. In a world where appearances often deceive, the actions of a humble couple turned a simple act of kindness into a life-altering experience. Their genuine love and compassion stood in stark contrast to the elitist attitudes they encountered. The reward for their hospitality was beyond their wildest dreams, proving that true humanity can change lives in the most unexpected ways. Ready to dive into a story that challenges perceptions and warms the heart? Let's uncover the incredible journey of an old man whose true identity turned the tables on everyone. Charlie, an elderly gentleman with a warm smile, approached the grand entrance of a five-star hotel. His clothes, though clean, were simple and worn, contrasting sharply with the lavish surroundings. As he stepped inside, his eyes twinkled with genuine curiosity and wonder. Despite his humble appearance, Charlie's demeanor exuded a certain charm and grace. Little did anyone know, his presence would soon stir up a series of significant events. The opulent lobby buzzed with activity, yet Charlie seemed to go unnoticed by the bustling staff. He approached the front desk, where a young receptionist named Ellen stood, busy with her tasks. Ellen glanced up briefly, her eyes scanning Charlie's modest attire. Her initial impression was quick and dismissive, influenced by his unassuming look. She hesitated, unsure if he truly belonged there. This moment would set the stage for an unfolding drama. Charlie's request for a room was met with a cold, indifferent stare from Ellen. She couldn't help but judge him by his appearance, questioning if he could afford such luxury. Her response was curt and dismissive, stating that there were no available rooms. Charlie, with a gentle persistence, tried to explain his situation. His words, however, seemed to fall on deaf ears. This interaction highlighted a deep-seated prejudice lurking within the hotel's pristine walls. As Charlie stood at the desk, trying to make sense of the rejection, the hotel's supervisor, Howard, approached. Howard, a man of stature and authority, exuded an air of superiority. He quickly assessed the situation, reinforcing Ellen's decision without a second thought. His tone was firm and unyielding, making it clear that Charlie was not welcome. Howard's actions reflected an elitist mindset, further alienating Charlie from the place he hoped to find rest. Security was called, and Charlie found himself escorted out of the hotel, his dignity bruised. The guests in the lobby barely noticed the commotion, too engrossed in their own affairs. Charlie's expulsion was swift and harsh, leaving him standing outside, bewildered and alone. The true measure of a person, it seemed, was being tested by appearances alone. This harsh reality was about to take a turn in the most unexpected way. Just as Charlie was about to walk away, Helena, a kind-hearted woman responsible for the service area, noticed his plight. Helena had always believed in looking beyond the surface, understanding that true stories were hidden behind every face. She approached Charlie with a warm smile and genuine concern. Her empathy was palpable, and she offered him a place to rest and some water. Helena's small act of kindness would ripple into something much larger. Helena introduced Charlie to her husband, Christian, and together they welcomed him into their modest home. Their hospitality was a stark contrast to the cold rejection Charlie had faced at the hotel. Over dinner, they shared stories, finding common ground in their experiences. Charlie's heart swelled with gratitude for their kindness. It was in this humble setting that Charlie began to reveal more about himself, hinting at a surprising twist in his tale. The next morning, Charlie decided it was time to share his true identity. Sitting at the breakfast table, he recounted his life's journey and the circumstances that led him to the hotel. Helena and Christian listened intently, their eyes widening with every word. Charlie finally revealed that he was, in fact, the owner of the very hotel that had turned him away. His revelation was met with shock and disbelief. a testament to the adage that one should never judge a book by its cover. Charlie expressed his disappointment with the hotel staff, lamenting the lack of humanity and consideration they showed. He praised Helena and Christian for their genuine kindness, contrasting it sharply with the elitism he had encountered. Their actions, he said, embodied the true spirit of hospitality and love. Charlie's words were a powerful reminder that true value lies in how we treat others, regardless of their appearance. In a gesture of gratitude, Charlie offered Helena and Christian a life-changing reward. He promised them a new house, comprehensive medical treatment for Christian, and a management course for Helena. Their selfless act of kindness had not gone unnoticed, and now they were reaping the benefits of their good hearts. As Charlie prepared to leave, he knew that this story of love, humility, and true connection would resonate far beyond the walls of that five-star hotel. Ellen, the receptionist, prided herself on her keen eye for detail and professionalism. But on that fateful day, her judgment was clouded by prejudice. When Charlie approached the desk, his simple attire was all she saw. She didn't see the wisdom in his eyes or the kindness in his smile. Her snap judgment was a mistake that would soon haunt her. As Charlie politely requested a room, Ellen's mind raced with assumptions. She wondered why someone like him would even think of staying at such an upscale place. Her preconceived notions took over, and she responded with an air of superiority. Despite the hotel having available rooms, she informed him they were fully booked, her tone icy and dismissive. Charlie's gentle demeanor did little to sway Ellen. She remained firm in her stance, convinced that he didn't belong. Her colleagues occasionally glanced over, sensing the tension but saying nothing. Ellen's prejudice was a barrier, blinding her to the true nature of the man before her. This encounter would soon become a turning point in her understanding of real hospitality. As Ellen turned her back on Charlie, she felt a strange unease. Her instincts told her something was amiss, but she chose to ignore it. Her training had emphasized the importance of first impressions, yet she had allowed her biases to cloud her judgment. The true essence of the hotel's values was being tested, and Ellen was failing. Howard, the supervisor, soon intervened, reinforcing Ellen's decision without question. His presence only solidified her stance. Howard, too, judged Charlie by his appearance, seeing him as a disruption to the hotel's image. Ellen felt a fleeting sense of validation, but deep down, a nagging doubt persisted. Had they done the right thing? As security escorted Charlie out, Ellen couldn't shake the feeling of guilt. Her training had taught her the importance of every guest, but reality seemed different. She watched from behind the desk as Charlie left, a look of confusion and disappointment on his face. Ellen's prejudice had not only denied him a room, but also stripped him of his dignity. Later that day, Ellen overheard Helena discussing the incident with Christian. Helena's empathy and willingness to help Charlie contrasted sharply with her own actions. Ellen began to question her behavior, realizing that her prejudice had overshadowed her duty to serve. The conversation was a mirror, reflecting her flaws and missed opportunities for kindness. Helena's kindness to Charlie was a stark reminder of what true hospitality should be. Ellen felt a pang of regret as she listened to Helena's story. She had missed a chance to show compassion, to truly connect with a guest in need. Ellen's prejudice had built walls, while Helena's empathy had opened doors. The difference was profound and humbling. As the day ended, Ellen couldn't stop thinking about Charlie. She wondered about his story, his reasons for choosing their hotel. The more she thought, the more she realized how wrong she had been. Her prejudice had blinded her to the possibility that Charlie could be more than he appeared. Ellen knew she needed to change, to learn from this experience. In the days that followed, Ellen watched as Helena and Christian welcomed Charlie into their home. She saw the joy and gratitude on Charlie's face and felt a deep sense of shame. Ellen knew she had a lot to learn about true hospitality and the impact of her actions. The story was far from over, and she was eager to make amends. Ellen's journey of self-reflection had just begun. She vowed to treat every guest with the dignity and respect they deserved, regardless of their appearance. The incident with Charlie had opened her eyes to the dangers of prejudice and the importance of empathy. As she looked forward, Ellen hoped for a chance to right her wrongs and prove that she could be better. Howard, the hotel supervisor, prided himself on maintaining the establishment's high standards. He was always alert, ensuring everything ran smoothly. When Ellen called him over to handle Charlie, he took one look at the elderly man and made a swift judgment. In his mind, someone dressed so simply had no place in their luxurious hotel. Howard's elitist attitude was about to manifest in full force. As he approached the front desk, Howard's eyes narrowed. Ellen quickly explained the situation, her voice tinged with uncertainty. Howard didn't hesitate for a moment. He decided that Charlie should be removed immediately. His tone was cold and authoritative, leaving no room for discussion. Howard's actions were a stark reminder of the rigid social barriers that often define human interactions. Howard signaled for security, his demeanor unyielding. The guards approached, their presence adding to the tension. Charlie, who had been patiently waiting, looked at Howard with a calm yet puzzled expression. He tried to explain his circumstances, but Howard cut him off, dismissing his words with a wave of his hand. To Howard, Charlie was just another problem to be dealt with swiftly. As security escorted Charlie out, Howard turned to Ellen with a nod of approval. He believed he had handled the situation appropriately, maintaining the hotel's image. Yet, there was an underlying discomfort in Ellen's eyes, a silent question about their actions. Howard ignored it, confident in his decision. The hotel had a reputation to uphold, and in his view, Charlie's presence was a threat to that. Howard returned to his office, the incident quickly fading from his mind. He had dealt with numerous such situations and saw no reason to dwell on this one. To him, the hotel was a fortress of luxury, meant to be shielded from those who didn't fit its image. His elitist mindset blinded him to the deeper values of hospitality and humanity. Little did he know, this encounter would soon challenge his beliefs. Back in the lobby, the guests carried on, oblivious to the drama that had just unfolded. Howard's decision had created a ripple effect, one that would soon touch many lives. Helena watched from a distance, her heart heavy with empathy for Charlie. Unlike Howard, she saw beyond appearances and felt compelled to act. Her compassion would soon stand in stark contrast to Howard's elitism. Howard's day continued as usual, filled with meetings and managerial duties. Yet, he couldn't entirely shake off the nagging feeling that something was off. Ellen's unease and Helena's quiet disapproval lingered in his mind. He brushed it aside, reassuring himself that he had done the right thing. Maintaining the hotel's standards was his top priority, even if it meant being harsh. As evening approached, Howard received a call from Helena. She told him about her decision to help Charlie, despite his dismissal. Howard was taken aback, his initial reaction one of irritation. How could she go against his orders? But as Helena spoke, her words filled with empathy and compassion, Howard felt a pang of doubt. Was his strict adherence to image and status blinding him to what truly mattered? Helena's kindness and Charlie's gratitude began to gnaw at Howard's conscience. He started to question his actions, wondering if his elitist mindset had caused more harm than good. The rigid standards he upheld were now a source of internal conflict. Howard realized that perhaps, in his quest to maintain the hotel's image, he had lost sight of the true essence of hospitality. In the days that followed, Howard watched as Charlie's story unfolded. He saw the profound impact Helena and Christian's kindness had on the elderly man. Howard's perspective began to shift, and he felt a growing desire to make amends. He understood now that true hospitality wasn't about appearances or status, but about genuine human connection and compassion. The journey ahead for Howard would be one of self-reflection and change. Helena, a dedicated worker in the service area, always had a knack for seeing beyond the surface. When she spotted Charlie being escorted out by security, something tugged at her heart. Unlike her colleagues, she didn't judge him by his appearance. She saw a man in need, and her instinct was to help. Helena approached Charlie with a warm smile, her kindness radiating through her every gesture. Charlie was taken aback by Helena's genuine concern. He had just been humiliated and dismissed, but here was someone offering a helping hand. Helena asked if he needed anything, her voice soft and comforting. Charlie's eyes filled with gratitude as he explained his situation. Helena listened intently, her empathy unwavering. It was a stark contrast to the cold reception he had received inside. Helena's actions were driven by a simple belief in treating everyone with dignity and respect. She offered Charlie a seat and some water, creating a small oasis of kindness amidst the opulence of the hotel. As they talked, Helena learned more about Charlie, his journey, and the struggles he faced. Her heart ached for him, and she resolved to do more than just listen. She wanted to make a difference. The more Helena listened, the more she felt a deep connection to Charlie's story. She saw beyond his worn clothes and tired eyes, recognizing the strength and resilience in his words. Her kindness was a beacon of hope for Charlie, who had almost given up on finding compassion in the world. Helena's empathy was not just a fleeting gesture. It was a commitment to helping him in any way she could. Helena decided to take Charlie home, introducing him to her husband, Christian. They lived a simple life, but their hearts were big and welcoming. Christian immediately agreed to Helena's plan, understanding the importance of showing love and support to those in need. Their home became a refuge for Charlie, a place where he could rest and recuperate. The bond they formed was built on genuine care and mutual respect. Over dinner, Helena and Christian listened as Charlie shared more of his life. His stories were filled with moments of joy, sorrow, and perseverance. They laughed and cried together, finding common ground in their shared humanity. Helena's kindness had created a safe space for Charlie to open up and be himself. It was a reminder that true connections are forged through empathy and understanding. Helena's decision to help Charlie wasn't without its challenges. Some of her colleagues questioned her actions, unable to understand why she would go out of her way for a stranger. But Helena stood firm in her beliefs, knowing that she was doing the right thing. Her kindness wasn't about seeking approval. It was about making a real difference in someone's life. And in Charlie, she saw a man deserving of that chance. As days turned into weeks, Charlie became part of Helena and Christian's family. He helped around the house, sharing his wisdom and experience. Helena's act of kindness had transformed not only Charlie's life, but also her own. She felt a deep sense of fulfillment and joy, knowing that she had made a positive impact. Her compassion had set off a chain reaction of love and generosity. Helena's kindness didn't go unnoticed. Charlie was deeply moved by the warmth and generosity he had received. He saw in Helena and Christian the embodiment of true love and compassion. Their actions had restored his faith in humanity, reminding him that there were still good people in the world. Charlie knew that their kindness had to be rewarded, and he had a plan to do just that. The time had come for Charlie to reveal his true identity. He gathered Helena and Christian, his heart filled with gratitude and admiration. With a heartfelt speech, he told them about his life and the real reason he had come to the hotel. Their eyes widened with surprise as Charlie unveiled his secret. The moment was filled with emotion, marking the beginning of a new chapter in their shared story. Helena and Christian's home was modest but filled with warmth and love. When Charlie first stepped inside, he felt an immediate sense of comfort. The couple welcomed him with open arms, showing a level of kindness that transcended material wealth. Their hospitality was genuine, rooted in a deep belief in helping others. Charlie's journey had brought him to a place where true love and compassion thrived. Over dinner, Helena and Christian listened intently to Charlie's stories. Each tale he told revealed a life rich with experiences, both joyful and sorrowful. The couple shared their own stories, creating a tapestry of shared humanity. Laughter and tears flowed freely, binding them together in a way that only genuine connection can. Their home, though simple, became a sanctuary for Charlie. Christian, despite his health challenges, was eager to help Charlie. He offered practical advice and assistance, drawing from his own life experiences. The bond between the two men grew stronger with each passing day. Helena's gentle care and nurturing spirit enveloped them both, creating an environment where healing and growth were possible. Charlie felt truly seen and valued for the first time in a long while. Helena and Christian's hospitality extended beyond physical comfort. They provided emotional support, listening without judgment and offering encouragement. Charlie's spirits lifted, buoyed by their unwavering belief in his worth. The love they shared was a powerful force, transforming their home into a place of refuge and renewal. Charlie began to regain a sense of hope and purpose. Their daily routines intertwined seamlessly. Charlie helped with household chores, eager to contribute in any way he could. Christian taught him new skills, and Helena shared her wisdom in nurturing care. The rhythm of their lives harmonized, creating a sense of belonging that Charlie had long yearned for. Their hospitality was not just about shelter, it was about embracing him as family. Word of Helena and Christian's kindness spread quietly through their community. Neighbors admired their generosity and often stopped by to offer their own support. The couple's home became a hub of love and connection, with Charlie at the center. His presence inspired others to reach out and help, creating a ripple effect of goodwill. The true essence of community and love was vividly on display. Helena and Christian never sought recognition for their actions. Their hospitality was born out of a genuine desire to do good. They believed that every act of kindness, no matter how small, could make a significant impact. Charlie's presence in their lives reaffirmed this belief. Their bond with him was a testament to the power of love and compassion to bridge gaps and heal wounds. As days turned into weeks, Charlie began to regain his strength and confidence. Helena and Christian's unwavering support had given him the foundation he needed to rebuild his life. He marveled at their selflessness, often reflecting on the difference they had made. Their home, though unassuming, had become a beacon of hope and a testament to the transformative power of love. One evening, as they sat together, Charlie decided it was time to share his gratitude in a meaningful way. He gathered Helena and Christian, his heart overflowing with appreciation. With a deep breath, he revealed his true identity and the reason for his visit to the hotel. The couple listened in stunned silence, their eyes wide with surprise. Charlie's revelation was both shocking and profoundly touching. Helena and Christian were moved beyond words. They had welcomed Charlie into their lives without expecting anything in return, yet here he was, offering them a life-changing gift. Charlie promised them a new house, comprehensive medical treatment for Christian, and a management course for Helena. Their selfless hospitality had not only transformed his life, but also set the stage for their own bright future. One quiet evening, as Helena and Christian sat with Charlie in their cozy living room, the moment of revelation approached. Charlie had been with them for some time now, and he felt it was time to share his true identity. He looked at them with a mix of gratitude and anticipation. Helena and Christian, oblivious to what was coming, continued to treat him with the same warmth and kindness they had shown from day one. Charlie began by thanking them for their incredible hospitality. His voice was filled with emotion, and his eyes glistened with tears. He spoke about how their kindness had renewed his faith in humanity. Helena and Christian listened intently, their hearts swelling with pride and affection. They had no idea that their simple acts of love were about to be rewarded in the most extraordinary way. With a deep breath, Charlie revealed that he was, in fact, the owner of the luxurious hotel that had turned him away. The shock on Helena and Christian's faces was palpable. They struggled to process the information, their minds racing back to the day they first met him. The man they had taken in, fed, and cared for was not just any elderly gentleman, but a wealthy hotel magnate. Charlie continued, explaining why he had arrived at the hotel in such simple attire. He wanted to experience firsthand how guests, regardless of their appearance, were treated. The rejection he faced at the front desk was a harsh awakening, but it also led him to the true gems of humanity, Helena and Christian. Their kindness had shown him that love and compassion still existed in the world. Helena and Christian were overwhelmed by the revelation. Their minds raced with 1,000 questions, but the most pressing was why Charlie had chosen to stay with them. Charlie explained that he needed to see the true nature of people beyond the facade of wealth and status. Their genuine care and hospitality had restored his faith in the goodness of people. It was a lesson he would never forget. Charlie expressed his disappointment with the hotel staff, particularly Howard and Ellen, for their elitist behavior. He emphasized that true hospitality was about treating every person with dignity and respect, regardless of their appearance. Helena and Christian nodded in agreement, their hearts heavy with the thought of how differently things could have turned out if they hadn't intervened. The couple was still in shock, trying to reconcile the Charlie they knew with the wealthy hotel owner standing before them. Charlie's revelation was a powerful reminder that appearances can be deceiving. They realized that their simple acts of kindness had made a profound impact on someone who had the power to change their lives forever. It was a moment of deep reflection and gratitude. Charlie then spoke of his plans to reward them for their kindness. He wanted to give them a new house, ensuring they would never have to worry about shelter again. He also promised comprehensive medical treatment for Christian, who had been struggling with health issues. Finally, he offered Helena a management course, recognizing her potential and desire to grow professionally. Tears flowed freely as Charlie detailed his plans. Helena and Christian were overcome with emotion, their hearts filled with gratitude and disbelief. They had never expected anything in return for their kindness, yet here they were, being offered a chance to transform their lives. Charlie's generosity was a testament to the profound impact of their actions. The night ended with a sense of profound connection and mutual respect. Charlie, Helena, and Christian had forged a bond that went beyond the material. It was a relationship built on love, kindness, and genuine human connection. As they sat together, the room filled with a sense of hope and possibility. They knew that this was just the beginning of a beautiful new chapter in their lives. As Charlie prepared to leave, he felt a deep sense of fulfillment. He had found what he was looking for, a reaffirmation of the goodness in people. Helena and Christian, though still reeling from the revelation, felt an overwhelming sense of joy and gratitude. Their lives had been touched by Charlie in ways they never imagined, and they were excited for what the future held. The morning after Charlie's revelation was filled with a sense of anticipation and excitement. Helena and Christian were still trying to grasp the magnitude of Charlie's offer. The promise of a new house was a dream come true, especially for a couple who had always lived modestly. Their hearts were filled with gratitude as they prepared for the changes ahead. Charlie's act of kindness was the ultimate testament to the power of love and true hospitality. Charlie had arranged for a real estate agent to meet them that day. Helena and Christian couldn't believe their eyes when they saw the beautiful home they would soon call their own. The house was spacious, with a garden that Christian had always dreamed of tending. As they walked through the rooms, tears of joy streamed down Helena's face. Charlie had given them more than a house. He had given them a future filled with possibilities. The generosity didn't stop there. Charlie had also made arrangements for Christian's medical treatment. They visited the best clinic in the city, where Christian was greeted with the utmost care and professionalism. The doctors assured him that he would receive the best possible treatment, easing the burden that had weighed heavily on their hearts. Helena watched with tears of relief, knowing that Christian's health would finally be taken care of. For Helena, Charlie's gift was not just about material wealth. He had seen her potential and wanted to nurture it. Charlie enrolled her in a prestigious management course, giving her the opportunity to grow and achieve her dreams. Helena threw herself into her studies with passion and dedication, eager to learn and improve. The course was challenging, but Helena thrived, driven by the desire to honor Charlie's faith in her. The impact of Charlie's rewards extended beyond the material. They transformed the couple's lives, filling them with a renewed sense of purpose and hope. Helena and Christian were determined to make the most of these opportunities, not just for themselves, but also to honor Charlie's kindness. They vowed to continue the cycle of generosity, helping others just as they had been helped. The community noticed the change in Helena and Christian's lives. Neighbors and friends were inspired by their story, seeing firsthand the power of compassion and generosity. Helena and Christian shared their experiences, encouraging others to look beyond appearances and offer help to those in need. Their story became a beacon of hope, showing that love and kindness could indeed change lives. Charlie remained a constant presence in their lives, offering guidance and support. He visited often, delighted to see the positive changes his gifts had brought about. Helena and Christian considered him part of their family, cherishing the bond they had formed. Charlie's generosity had not only provided them with a better life, but also a deeper understanding of the true meaning of love and humanity. As Helena excelled in her management course, new opportunities began to open up for her. She was offered a position at a prestigious hotel, her skills and dedication recognized by many. The lessons she learned from Charlie's experience shaped her approach to hospitality. She treated every guest with respect and kindness, regardless of their appearance, ensuring that no one would ever feel the way Charlie had felt. Christian's health improved significantly with the treatment he received. He became more active and engaged, finally able to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. The garden he had always dreamed of tending flourished under his care, a symbol of the growth and renewal that Charlie's generosity had made possible. Together, Helena and Christian created a home filled with love, laughter, and gratitude. The rewards Charlie had given them were more than just gifts. They were life-changing opportunities. Helena and Christian's journey was a testament to the transformative power of kindness and generosity. They had been given a chance to rewrite their story, and they embraced it with open hearts. Their lives, once marked by struggle, were now filled with hope and promise, thanks to the love and compassion of a man who had looked beyond appearances and seen their true worth. Have you ever judged someone based on their appearance? It's a question that makes us reflect deeply on our actions and perceptions. This story is a powerful reminder of how quick judgments can lead us astray and how genuine kindness can transform lives. Imagine the impact if we all chose to see beyond the surface and offer compassion instead of judgment. Charlie's journey, from being turned away to revealing his true identity, shows us that every person we encounter has a story, often more profound than we can imagine. Helena and Christian's unwavering hospitality not only changed Charlie's life, but also set an example for us all. What would happen if we followed their lead in our daily lives? This tale doesn't just entertain. It challenges us to rethink our actions and attitudes. It calls us to look beyond appearances and extend a hand to those in need. So, what will you do the next time you meet someone who seems different? Will you judge them, or will you offer a smile and a helping hand? If this story moved you, join us on our journey of exploring more such incredible tales. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest stories. Together, let's create a community where love, compassion, and true hospitality are the norms.